Okay, so here we go with the Dow Jones, and if you want to do this one, to trade price action for this one, I'm going to show you right now how to, from scratch, do the map price. So you have, again, one more time, all the tools for any other instrument. So here we have the highest so far. It's been the 37, I'm going to say 3,700, which is the psychological high in the area. And then the lowest register here is that the 1,500. So that's the lowest and the highest. The deepest crisis here is being in the 2020, that was in the pandemic. And then it started at a new one. Let's see here. A new crisis started it in 2022. So basically two major corrections. But again, one more time, as you can see, it's a trend market. So you don't have such a thing as market sellers area or buyers market area. You can do both in the S&P, on the Nasdaq, on all index, even DAX if you're into Europe indexes. So at this point, we add into correction. So I'm just going to grab and go for 1 hour time frame and show you what's been going on. And we have this. Let's say in the month of October, I'm just going to go 4 hours first. Month of October and September, all basically sellers. The correction keeps moving and keeps giving us more sellers in the area. So one more time, sellers are the preference, but it will depend on the opening hour of the market. So if you have the first opening hours in the US into buyers, you want to have buy strategies. You don't want to miss buy strategies for the index because they're also pretty good on all index. But you don't want to be holding a buy. That's the difference between when we have strategies into market correcting itself into economic recession or cycle, or increasing rates of the US, the Federal Reserve, and then when the market is done of the correction. So when the market is done correcting itself, then we have all improvements, all the index are green and everything's fine. But this is not the case. So buyers are the exception for now, for 2023, and sellers is the preference. So you want to be kind of not too patient with your buys if for whatever reason you buy in a dip, or if you don't quite understand price action yet, and you consider that maybe in a short day, in a sale day, to buy is a good idea. You may think that way when you don't really get to know this system. So just be careful. Don't be too patient on the buys because, again, we just consider all sellers. So what I see here on the Dow is basically we are around the 3,300. So buyers are expected between the 3,300 and 32,800. So between 33 and 32,800, we expect some buyers. We ain't going to buy, though. We're going to wait until the market is out of this transition because it's clearly a transition what I'm seeing here. Okay, so whenever you're trading, whatever year, month, or days you are with the index on these prices, just remember this information. Between 33, 3,200, we expect buyers, but we ain't going to buy unless the Dow is above 33,200. 33,200 and above, then you consider buy strategies, that's fine. We're talking about very important buyers up to 33,500. That's the levels that we're considering a good buy strategy. As long as we are below 33,200, forget about buying, and it's considered only to sell, only shorts. And one more time, can reach below 33. Make sure that you understand the prices correctly. So below 33, because we're not below 33 yet, as you can see, then we're going down to 32,900, because of course the buyer is going to try to push it from here. You're going to wait on those buyers to short again. Below 32,900 again, we're going down to 32,800. We wait on the buyers, but then we wait up to 32,200 to start buying. Okay, be careful with the buy strategy when you are in a correcting move on the market. This is very key, very important when you trade price action. It doesn't matter if you see the lows of the day, it doesn't matter if you see the lows of whatever, stick to the strategy that you see the market opening on the first hour, okay? There are gonna be exceptions. I'm sure there are gonna be exceptions. I'm sure, but if you do that, if you trade against the opening hours, make sure that you are not that patient if the price not showing you enough by pressure, okay, enough by situation. So you want to exit the buy as soon as you start losing power. That will be very important. So, and then let's say that we are below 3,200, 32,800, then it's going to go down to 32,500. Okay, that's major correction as well, because even if it goes down to, let's say, down to 32,800, market may not even try to buy anymore. And if I show you the historicals here, below 32,900 is going down to 32,800. Below 32,800 can go down to 32,700 and also 32,500. Okay, so the correction is not there, it's not done there. It might keep pushing towards new lows as I can see them. Okay, so again, that's the way you want to do it. If we have below 3,300, that's a major transition right here. That's major. I can see buyers trying to push it from 32,900. I see the buyers trying to push it 32,800. One more time, below 32,800, I can see the market going down to 32,500. So be careful there. And then we have another major transition there between 32,500 and 32,600, where we wait on possible buyers. But one more time, you don't want to buy on the first price that you see the market trying to push some sort of buyers. You want to wait. Okay, so above 33, if we see the buyers starting from 33 and above, I'm not going to buy unless at least 200 points above it, above the 33,000. Let me show you what I mean here. Let's say the next week, for example, I have buyers and there's no more sellers, right? I'm not going to start buying right away. I'm going to wait for 33,200 and being very cautious, taking my profits very early. Okay, because yet I'm below 33,500. That's psychological price in the area. Okay, so always manage between 200 points before buying and below 500 points psychological levels in the area. Just keep it shorting, keep it short. Okay, I'm going to be updating this information on this course because I wanted to get really good at price action. And even if I give you the tools, you might be struggling a little bit because index are quite tough. I'm not an easy instrument as currency, for example. The currency market is steady, it's very smart. It's not that chaotic as the index. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to keep updating the information on maybe weekly basis. So you have the weekly market projection of index and the FX market. Okay, I'll leave it to you right here, right now.